What's up, y'all? Stone Mando here. Got another Black Series figure review for y'all here today, and I'm gonna be taking a look at Kuiil, which is number 7 in the Mandalorian line, and he's also the first Ugnaught. That's his species. He's the first Ugnaught in the Black Series line, and like I've said on the channel before, I love my aliens. We all of us collectors do, and really excited to take a closer look at this figure. I've had him for about 2 weeks. Got them on sale for about like 11, 12 bucks on Amazon. Been wanting him for a while and finally decided to pull the trigger. And I know this is an older figure, and some of my reviews on my channel are older figures like 2020, 2019, whatever. But, you know, there might be newer collectors who are coming into the line and want to know the details and articulation and paint and stuff like that. But new figures is to see if they're into it, if they really want it. So this could be helping somebody decide if they want to buy this figure or not for their collection, or even get them into the line. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy open, and we'll take a closer look at him. And here is Kuiil out of the box. And for a little figure as small as this figure is, it's very pretty decently articulated. The legs can have some decent articulation, very deep cuts right here. Some of the sculpt does inhibit how far the elbows can go, so you can only get about 90 or so, but I'll go over more of that in a second. But the sculpting on this figure is really where it's at, man. The face sculpt, it looks just like Kuiil. I feel like this is very good representation for an Ugnaught, and I'd like to see them take this mold and maybe give us some more generic looking Ugnaughts, or at least maybe retool the body. And yeah, I just really dig the sculpt, man. Bits on the glove and his I don't want to call them gauntlets, but his gloves there. Got some nice texture on his undershirt, and this whole piece, his scarf and the backpack, is actually one whole piece. It's together. So this backpack is actually attached to the scarf. It's all one sculpted piece. And Austin, go lay down, Austin. Dude, and my dog just knocked over my Padawan Ahsoka and my Death Watch Mandalorian. 1 second, please. Okay, back to where I was. Bean, back up. Now my cat is literally... Go, Beanie. Trying to do this review, my animals are literally trying to climb onto my Star Wars shelf. Anyways, back to the figure. I really enjoy the sculpt. The pouches on the side of his belt are very nice. The sculpt of the scarf looks good, very textured looking. The details on the backpack are very nice. Got some decent little creases and folds in the pants. And yeah, just really dig this. I like this cap piece, his palette cap and goggles is all one piece as well, and it comes off. And I'll also give y'all a closer look at that. But for as small as this figure is, definitely when it came out, for it being 25 bucks, don't think it was worth 25. But for 11, 12 bucks, I'll pay that all day. I think max this figure should have been like 15 or 20 bucks, but I understand ever since COVID, like the pricing for shipping, the prices for plastic has gone up. So I know prices of inflation. I know they're not just jacking it up for no reason. I know it's with due reason why we're paying $25 for these figures, but I just can't, for the amount of plastic and figure that this is, I myself just couldn't pay the full $25 price. So if I can do my part now and get this out of stock, like that's just been sitting there, you know, then that's what I'm going to do. But let's take a closer look at this figure and look at the paint, articulation, and just some of the other details. So starting off with Kuiil's one and only accessory, we have his blaster. Kind of looks like a blunderbuss, like what pirates would use. It's basically like a pistol shotgun. But very cool. There goes my cat again. Very cool sculpt on this. I really like it. I don't actually know what kind of I don't know what this blaster is called, but I really do like the sculpt. It's kind of like a little blunderbuss, like a little mini shotgun. So some nice sculpting on that. Got this little, I'm blanking right now. Not a holster, but this would be like a sling. There we go. It finally came out. So yeah, very cool. I like this little blaster. Very neat, man. And getting on to Kuiil here. Get some look at his face. Got some nice details here. His facial hair right there, his eyebrows. The actual sculpting on the cap here. Pretty clean silver and brown paint on the sides. Got some hair showing through under there. And I'm going to go ahead and take his cap off. That's just the inside, but it's just smooth. And here's Kuiil without his pilot cap. Kind of got some elf ears, very interesting. And we actually do see him like this in The Mandalorian, just for a couple scenes. Some nice hair sculpting right there. But yeah, I actually really dig this sculpt, man. It'd be cool to see more Ugnaughts in the line. And this is all one piece, as you can see. It's all sculpted together. Very nice sculpting on the backpack here. And the scarf, very textured. Some nice details. Would have been cool to get some of this stuff painted, like some of the straps or whatever. Would have been cool. Nice sculpting on the side here. Got some pouches. Got some texture on the shirt here as well. Nice detail on this belt buckle. And the kind of strappy look on the belt is nice too, actually. Nice little details in there. Going down to the pants. It looks like he's got some like cargo pants on. I like this like sandy brown color that they use. Very deep cut knee joints. All right, so let's get on to articulation. Zoom this in. There we go. So we can get to about that much of a T position. Not that great without forcing it too much. Yeah, that's about as far as I can get him to go up. Arms do go 360 degrees around. We got right at 90 for elbow articulation. And we have elbow swivel as well. Got, I believe it's a horizontal hinge. Yep, horizontal hinge on the right hand and a horizontal hinge on the left hand. And for the knees, we can get a little less than 90. And there is knee swivel as well. And got some thigh swivel. It's always nice. Now for splits, you can get a pretty decent split. That's good. And no kickback, really. Not really any kickback ultimately. And the feet can go down that far. They can come up this far. And we do have rockers. So not a whole lot to this figure. There was just one accessory that came with it. I'll throw his cap back on. And the cap goes on very nicely too. Kind of got to get it over his ears, and then once you get it past his ears, sits pretty damn nicely. There's Kuiil. So cool little figure, man. A lot of good details, a lot of cool sculpting. Very nice, man. Very cool little figure. Like I said earlier, not $25 cool to me, but at the same time, it is a new species. Ugnaughts. Cool to see an Ugnaught in the line finally, and especially Kuiil. He wasn't in the first season very long, but I think, and I speak for many Star Wars fans, I got attached to Kuiil very fast, and just very good writing on Jon Favreau's part. Get you to really connect with the character, then pull the sheets right up from under you and make you cry in fetal position. But very cool figure. And so real quick, I'm just going to give y'all a rundown of some side-by-side comparisons so y'all can see scale of Kuiil here. And I got him next to Magistrate Grief Karga, R.I.P. Carl. Now I got Kuiil next to the Dark Trooper. Now I got my dude BK, Black Chrysanthemum, next to him. Here's Kuiil next to the Mandalorian version of Ahsoka. Here's the newly upscaled, correctly scaled R2-D2. And I think the right way to send and end off these side-by-side comparisons is with the 2020 Mandalorian and the red and black box of the child, Grogu, basically. And they look sick next to each other. I absolutely love this, man. Exactly what I wanted. This is who Kuiil is going to be standing next to on my shelf. If you don't have Kuiil yet for your shelf, and you've been thinking about it, or just kind of sitting on it, letting it simmer in the back of your mind, I think you should go get him, especially since he's on such a good price, decent price on Amazon right now. I snagged him for like $11 or $12. I can't remember exactly, but I've seen him as low as that, as $11, and it go as much as obviously 25, but I've seen it even like around 16 or 15. But if you go check out Amazon, you might be able to find him on sale. And to me, just total for $11, dude, definitely worth it. But I gotta say, I probably would have paid 15 to 20 for him, to be honest. This is a really cool sculpt, brand new head to toe, obviously, very cool blaster, and I really dig the overlay for the backpack and the scarf is cool. But the only thing that I could gripe about is it kind of inhibits the neck and head articulation. You were not turning his head without really forcing it. I wasn't gonna do that, but you can't really, as far as head tilt and head turn goes, you can't really get a whole lot of expression or anything like that out of him. But if you just have him standing there with his blaster next to Mando or something, he just looks absolutely awesome. Once again, I really dig this sculpt. Some very nice textured details. Little bit of paint on this figure, not a whole lot. But the color scheme is cool. The kind of khaki sand browns. The dark grays, the kind of like offish color, olive drab green, like here on his undershirt, underneath his vest there. And the sculpt the face sculpt is actually very nice too. It looks just like Kuiil, so the likeness is very good, very good. The cap that goes on him, very clean, silver and dark brown paint applied to the goggles and the side of his, I guess it's his pilot cap or whatever it is, work cap. And just a really cool little figure, man. Very cool. I'm happy that I finally have him on the shelf, and he's going to look freaking badass standing next to Mando and Grogu. So if you haven't gotten him yet, go check out Amazon. Really good prices for him right now. He's going for real cheap. And I think everybody needs to have him on the shelf. He's a crucial part to season 1 of Mandalorian. I would have loved to seen him stick around and get more of a well, we got some of a background, but just get more details of his character and see him go through more things with our other beloved characters. But at the same time, I wouldn't change it the way that Jon Favreau wrote it. It made it hit all that much harder when his death came. And just really great writing on season 1 and season 2 of Mandalorian. Season 3 is a little all over the place and questionable, but it's whatever. I'm not going to gripe on that. I still enjoyed season 3, don't get me wrong, but as far as season 1 goes, this is a huge part of the representation for season 1 Mandalorian. And yeah, he needs to be on your shelf, man. Very cool little figure. Super happy to have him. And that's pretty much all I have to say, man. That's the end of this review. I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching. And leave me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you're all having a good day or night. Thank you.